President Trump ignited a firestorm of controversy with his recent comments on Baltimore school math scores. During an address on March 20, 2025, focused on dismantling the Department of Education, the president made a startling claim. He stated that 40% of Baltimore high schools had 0 students proficient in basic mathematics. He went on to say, "Not even the very simplest of mathematics." These words, delivered with the president's characteristic bluntness, sent shockwaves through the education community and beyond. The implication was clear. Baltimore schools were failing their students, leaving them ill-equipped for the demands of the 21st century. The president's words immediately sparked outrage and confusion. Critics questioned the validity of his claims, demanding to know where he obtained such alarming statistics. Others expressed concern about the potential impact of his words on an already struggling school system. The controversy surrounding the president's statement highlights the crucial role of education in our society and the passionate debate that surrounds it. It also underscores the importance of accurate data and responsible rhetoric when discussing complex issues like education reform. The source of President Trump's controversial statistic, as revealed by the Baltimore Banner, was Maryland's Algebra 1 test results. This revelation immediately raised questions about the accuracy of the president's characterization of the data. The Algebra 1 exam, while a requirement for high school graduation in Maryland, is not a test of basic math skills. Instead, it covers advanced algebraic concepts including linear equations, inequalities, and quadratic functions. These concepts, while essential for higher-level math courses, are not indicative of a student's ability to perform basic arithmetic. The president's conflation of Algebra 1 proficiency with basic math skills drew sharp criticism from educators and mathematicians. They argued that using a single advanced test to assess overall math competency was misleading and painted an incomplete picture of student achievement. The controversy surrounding the president's statement highlights the importance of understanding the nuances of educational data. It also underscores the need for careful analysis and interpretation when drawing conclusions about student performance. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott wasted no time in responding to President Trump's criticism. In a strongly worded statement posted on social media, Mayor Scott defended the city's schools and its students. He highlighted a significant achievement. Baltimore City's math scores had seen a 5-fold increase compared to the statewide average in the previous year. Mayor Scott went on to criticize the Trump administration for its lack of support for public education. He argued that instead of offering constructive solutions, the president was engaging in harmful rhetoric that demoralized students and educators. The mayor's passionate defense of Baltimore schools resonated with many city residents. It also underscored the deep divide that often exists between federal education policy and the realities faced by local school districts. Data released by Baltimore City Public Schools, BCPS, painted a more nuanced picture of math proficiency in the city. The data, covering the period from 2021 to 2023, showed signs of improvement in math performance across various grade levels. 7 out of 8 grade levels demonstrated an upward trend in math proficiency scores. Furthermore, math proficiency saw a commendable 1.8% increase following the disruptions caused by the pandemic. This rise in scores, while modest, indicated a positive trajectory for math education in Baltimore. The BCPS data, while not refuting the challenges faced by the school system, provided a counterpoint to the president's sweeping generalization. It demonstrated that progress was being made, albeit gradually, in improving math outcomes for Baltimore students. Section 5. A new approach to math education. Dr. Sonia Santelises, CEO of Baltimore City Public Schools, attributed the recent improvements in math scores to a multifaceted approach. Central to this strategy was the implementation of a new math curriculum. This curriculum, designed to be more engaging and relevant to students' lives, aimed to foster a deeper understanding of mathematical concepts. In addition to the curriculum overhaul, BCPS invested heavily in professional development for math teachers. These professional development programs provided teachers with the skills and resources needed to effectively deliver the new curriculum and support student learning. The combination of a revamped curriculum and enhanced teacher training reflected a commitment to improving math education in Baltimore. The early signs of progress, as evidenced by the upward trend in math scores, suggested that this approach was yielding positive results. Section 6. Divided opinions, parents speak out. President Trump's comments on Baltimore's math scores ignited a firestorm of debate among parents. Reactions were sharply divided, reflecting the complexity of the issue and the diversity of perspectives within the community. Some parents expressed disappointment and anger, arguing that the president's words were unfair and demoralizing to students. They argued that focusing solely on test scores ignored the hard work and dedication of both students and teachers. Others expressed concern that the president's comments would further stigmatize Baltimore schools, making it even more challenging to attract and retain quality educators. However, not all parents disagreed with the president's assessment. Some echoed his concerns about the state of math education in Baltimore, citing personal experiences with their own children's struggles in the subject. These parents called for greater accountability and urged the school system to address what they perceived as a systemic problem. Section 7. The Digital Echo Chamber. The controversy surrounding President Trump's comments on Baltimore's math scores quickly spilled over into the digital realm. Social media platforms became hotbeds of debate, with users expressing a wide range of opinions and perspectives. Some users echoed the president's sentiments, blaming teachers and the education system for the low math scores. They called for drastic measures such as school choice and increased privatization to address the perceived crisis in education. Others vehemently defended Baltimore schools and their educators, highlighting the recent improvements in math proficiency. They criticized the president for what they viewed as an attempt to score political points at the expense of vulnerable students. The online discourse, while often heated and polarized, reflected the broader national conversation about the challenges facing public education. It also highlighted the power of social media to amplify voices and shape public opinion. Section 8. The Bigger Picture, Beyond One City's Scores. The controversy surrounding President Trump's comments on Baltimore's math scores transcended the boundaries of a single city. It ignited a broader conversation about the state of public education in the United States, its challenges, and its future. The debate highlighted the enduring tension between those who advocate for increased accountability and those who prioritize equitable funding and support for all students. It also underscored the need for a nuanced understanding of educational data and the dangers of drawing sweeping conclusions from isolated statistics. The controversy served as a stark reminder that education is not just about test scores. It is about nurturing the potential of all children, regardless of their background or zip code. It is about equipping them with the skills, knowledge, and critical thinking abilities necessary to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Section 9. Moving Forward, a call for collaboration. The controversy surrounding Baltimore's math scores, while divisive, presented an opportunity for constructive dialogue and collaboration. It underscored the need for stakeholders at all levels, educators, policymakers, parents, and community members, to come together to address the challenges facing public education. Meaningful progress requires moving beyond partisan rhetoric and embracing evidence-based solutions. It necessitates investing in our teachers, providing them with the resources and support they need to nurture the next generation of thinkers and problem solvers. Ultimately, the goal should be to create an education system that is equitable, effective, and responsive to the needs of all students. Achieving this vision requires a shared commitment to excellence, a willingness to challenge the status quo, and a belief in the transformative power of education.